Welcome to my Lost Ark video series. I'm going to give you all the tips I wish I knew when I first started playing this game. I will also be including every secret on how to get 100% of your Adventurer's Tome. And don't worry if you haven't finished the game yet, as I will be trying my best to avoid spoilers. So to start us off, let's talk about creating a character. If at any point you decide you want to delete a character and start again, take caution, as any character name that is higher than level 11 will be lost for around 60 days. This is because Amazon holds names of characters higher than 11. So if you want to keep the same character name, make sure you decide on your class before reaching level 11. One thing I realised myself early is that you should not listen to tier lists, because every class in this game is good. The only difference is that some are harder to master than others. So my advice is first pick a class that suits your playstyle and learn at your own pace on how to dominate with that class. If you do need a bit of help with your decision, look to the right hand side, as the game gives you a rating out of 5 on how difficult the class is to play, with warriors being the easiest and the mage and gunners being the most difficult. And if you look at the green information symbol at the top, you can see the class distribution on your server. This shows the percentage of how many players are using a particular class. So the next thing I want to run over is a couple of quick little settings that helped me when I first started playing. So the first thing you want to do is go to your settings and then go to gameplay and controls and display. And if you see in the show combat pet section, you can actually put on a combat outline. And what this will do is it will put a white outline around your player during combat. Now you can also turn other people's pets on and off, and if you don't want to see your own pet, you can also turn that off there as well. Now the next thing you want to be aware of is that you can actually get a mini-map on the screen. You can do this by pressing the tab button on your keyboard, or if you're playing on controller, you can press RB and the back select button. And then once you bring this little map up on the screen, it will by default be in the middle of your screen. If you want to move this around, you can do it by pressing down on the mouse wheel. So you can place that anywhere on the screen. And then what you can also do is up in the right corner here, you can see transparency. You can actually select there how transparent you want that map to be. And then if you want to hide your mini map up in the top right corner, you can do that by selecting this little symbol in the very top right. One other thing I wasn't aware of at the start is that if you want to show other people your character design, and if you want to show them a new skin that you've got, for example, you can use the selfie mode by clicking on the camera under the minimap. And all your screenshots will be saved in your Steam Apps folder. You can see there what folders you have to go into to find your screenshots. As you play the game, there will be certain quests that count towards your Adventure Tome, and this is based on each continent that is in the game. So Pride Home is part of this continent, so everything to do with the Adventure Tome that you complete in Pride Home will count towards this, but it won't solely just be for Pride Home. You'll have to do Log Hill and a few other places that I will cover in later videos. But things that count towards the Adventure Tome are dungeons, the main continent boss, monsters, hidden stories, vistas, as well as a few other things. Now in your collectibles tab, you will come across these things called Mokoko Seeds. Now on every map, there will be a certain amount of them. And now these little seeds that are hidden around the map, you have to collect them all, and you get certain bonuses later on in the game. So here you can see all the Mokoko Seeds that are in Pride Home if you want to collect them yourself. And if you see up here in the top right corner of the map, it actually tells you how many you have out of the available. So I currently have 9 out of 9, so I've collected them all. Now as you can see here, there's actually 2 that are off the map. And that's because there is a secret compartment in the cathedral. Throughout the game you will find secret compartments. Now here's a little trick for you if you're trying to find secret compartments yourself. Now if I just randomly click off the screen, my character will actually go there on their own. So that's a good way of finding secret compartments. So here for example, I can't get over here because there's an invisible wall. But if I just click over here, then my character will just automatically find the way. Now before we talk about Rapport, there's just a couple of quick tips that I want to get across. One of the first is you don't want to be wasting your silver on weapons, because you'll be picking up new, better weapons all the time. So it's pointless buying weapons early on in the game, and that counts for armor as well. Now if you are trying to level up as quick as you can, I would suggest skipping side missions. However, in Pride Home, a lot of the side missions are part of the tutorial, so you will need to do them in order to move on to the next part of the game. Now at the start of the game, there's a lot of things that you don't have to worry about. There's no need to worry about a guild at the moment, unless of course you're playing with friends and you want to create a guild. But if you're playing solo, don't worry about guilds right now. When it comes to your inventory, early on you will get apprentice healing potions, and you will also get normal healing potions. I'm not sure if I have any of them at the moment, but you can use as many of them as you like. However, any potions that actually recover a certain percentage of your HP, you want to save them for later on in the game, because they will be a lot more useful in late game than what they are in early game. So at the start, just stick to your apprentice healing potions and your normal healing potions and save any HP potions that you find along the way. Now, one other quick tip I will give you is that in your inventory, if you hold down Alt while clicking an item, it will hold that item in that place in your inventory forever, even if you sort all the items. So that's just a really helpful way of keeping your inventory organized. Now, if you're trying to get your Adventure Tome to 100%, you will need to build up relationships with both of the characters in Pride Home, which is Neria and Sierra. You will have to get them both to max level. Now, if you click on them and you don't actually get these options, it means that you need to complete a mission first, and then these will unlock. Some characters work slightly different where you need more courage, for example, but I will speak about that in a later video. Now, when it comes to your relationship with a certain NPC, there is 4 levels. You have neutral, amicable, friendly, and trusted. Now, as you can see, neutral has 2 levels, amicable has 3, and friendly has 3. And trusted is the final level. Now, making your way to those levels unlocks certain rewards. So you can see here, if we get to amicable with Neria, we will get some ancient gold coins. And if we get to trusted, we will get the charisma potion and the vitality increase potion. Now, you probably won't see these pouches when you play because these come into the game later on. Now, if you're not too worried about your Adventure Tome and getting 100%, then I would say check these rewards first before you actually spend time on an NPC and building up these rewards, because obviously you want to put your time into the NPCs that give you the rewards that you want. One last thing that I want to go over in the Adventurer's Tome is hidden stories. And these are hidden stories that you will find throughout the world. So for example, in Pride Home, there is one outside this door here. So if you go outside this door, you can actually see a little investigate icon pop up. If you investigate it, you will get this little letter pop up. Now, sometimes these letters will just have a title, and that means you just need to find one. But as you can see, it says 1 out of 3, and that means that you need to find 3 of them. There's only 1 of these letters in Pride Home. The others are in Log Hill. So I will show you the other 2 in the next episode, because I'll be covering Log Hill in the next episode. But if you go down the map and make your way into the field where one of these Mokoko Seeds are, there's actually another hidden story at this gravestone here. I'll put the map up to show you where I actually am. As you can see, I'm down here. And the last thing that I'm going to cover in the Adventure's Tome is the cooking. You have to find 7 different types of food. Sometimes they can be found in secret places throughout the map, and sometimes you have to go to the vendors to actually buy something. Now, if you see here, I have Vida's Pride Home style home food. You can actually get that by going to Vida, the potion merchant. If you just click on her, you can see that it's here. So you just buy that from her for the 3,000 silver. Then once you have it, you just use it and it will add it to your Adventure's Tome. So that is everything that I want to go over in this episode. Now, if there's anything that you think I've missed out, leave it in the comments and I'm sure that will help everybody. Now, we'll be doing videos like this for every part of the map. So if you want to see them, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But thanks for watching, and until next time.